Guys, this is Travis from Moving Mountains Advisors, and we're going to talk about creating your own GeoFilters for Snapchat. So the first thing we want to do is visit snapchat.com/GeoFilters. So GeoFilters. There's two different kinds of GeoFilters for Snapchat. The first one being community, second being on demand. On demand are what we'll be talking about today. They're more business and event focused. So this is where you'll be promoting a business, promoting your client's business, promoting an event that's going on, and they allow brand logos and different marks that wouldn't be allowed in the community filter guidelines. So in the community guidelines, these are made for artists and designers. So you can submit free designs to represent your city, a university, a local landmark, and other public locations. They do not allow brands, logos, things like that in these filters. Also, on-demand filters are the only paid ones, so Snapchat's obviously taking a priority to those. So you'll get approved or disapproved way faster, sometimes within hours, on these on-demand filters, as a community filter has sometimes taken up to like 2 weeks for me, which is pretty crazy. So more on demand. Let's open up this, learn more. And here we have 3 steps. So the first step to creating your event or business or wedding, whatever is going on, type GeoFilter is going to be designing the graphic. So they lay out here, which I'll go over, the exact size and guidelines of things that they need. They want you to do with your GeoFilters. Other than that, you can put whatever you want, any kind of cartoon designs or cool different graphics that you want. The second step would be mapping out your location and setting the date. So you can get down to an hour chunk at a certain location, and we'll go over that in a little bit. The third step is actually purchasing and paying for whatever they want you to pay for that location and time. Down here are a few examples. Taco Bell, branding something in Los Angeles, all sorts of different stuff. So let's learn a little bit more and start creating. So the first thing you'll need to do is create an account. I, Mr. Kazi over here, have created an account already because I'm representing a few different companies, uploading Snapchat filters all the time. So these are the guidelines. You need to upload a 1080 pixel by 1920 pixel PNG image. PNGs are usually the ones with the clear background. If you don't know more, just Google it. Be fun and creative, blah, blah, blah. And you have to actually name the GeoFilter and all different stuff like that. So right off the bat, you can download a template here, and they'll give you different examples that you can go off of. You can add your logo to them, or you can just start from scratch. So I've already got a few things created, so I'm just going to upload our Moving Mountains Advisors company one here. So this is the one we use at our office to promote different things. So here it is. It's got our mountain logo and it's black and gold. So I'm going to name this Moving Mountains Advisors, if I can spell it right, and then click next. Next thing we're going to do is set the date. So let's say I want it for a week. There we go. And then 12 a.m. to 1 a.m. for a week. You can get it down to 1 hour blocks in any time frame. I think the farthest you can go ahead in the future and set out your time is about 3 months. We tried to do one for New Year's coming up here and whatever that is, 6 months, and they just wouldn't have it. So clicking next, the next thing we need to do is actually find our location and draw the fence around what we want, where we want our GeoFilter to be used. So I'm going to put Moving Mountains Advisors as an example here, and we're in Grants Pass, Oregon, this location, and I'm going to zoom down to our office building and start drawing that fence. So you have to click Draw Fence, and then you get this little crosshair thing icon, and you just start clicking where you want. So first thing I do is draw a box, and you're gonna see the size over here. I did it basically around that whole square block, or most of it, because there is actually a size minimum. So the size here, 60,000 square foot, 60,500 square foot, and the price here for that week that we set. There's actually a 20,000 square foot minimum. So let me get down here and show that. And they're not gonna, let me get way down there. There we go, 17. So they want you to at least do 20,000 square foot. And I think that's like $5. It comes down to like $5 a day, depending where you're at. We're in a smaller, less popular area. So if you didn't like Times Square, it's going to be way, way more expensive. So let's actually do that. New York City. And forgive me, I have no idea where Times Square is. There we go. So let's draw a fence around this. So these 2 million square foot for a week, let's get it down to 1 day. So let's do 5 hours. $1,300. So you can kind of see the difference there. So let me draw that fence again, and we'll hop back over to the next step and purchase. Next step is just making sure your design looks good, setting your card information, making sure you obviously can't get here if you don't have an account, agreeing to their terms, and is this personal or business? I haven't really had a problem with either of those. And then clicking submit. Usually they'll get back to you with an email immediately saying thank you, we're looking over your design, and they approve it based on if you match their guidelines. Like I said before, paying for them puts you in the front of the line, which is great. We love it. And then usually they'll approve that day or in the next couple of days, depending on how busy they are, I guess. So let me hop over to QuickBooks here and show you QuickBooks. I keep calling it QuickBooks. Photoshop, and show you a couple designs we have here. So what I did was just bring over, I set the canvas to the exact dimensions that we need, 1080, 1920. And then I brought in a couple selfies that I found around online and brought in our logo. So this is the one we use at the office. Let me turn that one off, and I'll bring in our city logo. And then here's a little boat icon for a different event, some cotton candy. You can get super creative with that. And then you just want to save these as a PNG. Let me turn off the actual image here. Oh, there I am. Here we go. And say this is the one we wanted. We will actually save that as a PNG and then upload that in the beginning stages of setting up the filter. That's all, guys. Thanks for listening. And if you have any questions, let me know.